spirit of trying new things, so trying to do a voiceover as opposed to writing text.
Action stations.
I'll give you commentary on this game, and hopefully everyone can understand my accent, and I talk clearly and don't differ too much. So let's see how this goes. This game I'm playing Victor.
Awaiting instructions.
In Spanish. He speaks enough English for me to understand, and I cannot speak Spanish, so he does very well and I do very poorly, but I'm trying. So in this game we both decided to go with the Sinop, and to start off with, Victor said that he liked open waters, so he wants to go and looking at the distribution of ships, I thought it's probably best we don't both go that way, so I said I'll head to C and D. As we can see here, got 4 DDs and a sub on each side. So my initial thoughts here were that it's reasonable distribution. I'm just going to follow the Harbin and cover them while they
Enemy force detected.
defend or push on the sea cap. And it looks like we have one DD going out wide on the east flank at the 10 line, and one DD pushing into the D cap. So that's a good split. Just depends on spotting and support. So the French DD on the D line gets spotted by the Akazuki. It depends whether he's going to get any support though. We'll see how that plays out, but they've separated, so unless anyone's shot.
Enemy battleship sighted.
The gate here sails into a vertical, which is quite unfortunate, and there's a ship that got him. At this range, I've got AP loaded, I wasn't really going to be doing much against DDs, but if I see him, I will be taking
Concentrate
shots.
fire on the enemy warship.
Out on the west side, the Gnevny against the Agile. Facing each other down, it looks like. And Harbin talks to the Sharnos, they're not going to do anything.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
It pushes him out of the smoke now.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy destroyer sighted.
So the Agile takes out the Gnevny, and the ship takes out the gate. So we lose 2 DDs early, which is not great. So at this point,
team has taken the lead.
Work to do. I'm keeping an eye on the Scharnhorst, thinking he might push. The Scharnhorst players, because they're Torps, they think that they can just push indiscriminately. And think that their Torps will save everything and say give broadside quite often. So keep an eye out, because I suspect that the Shinomi may be pushing to help him, so that could be a trouble point. B cap is secured, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to be pushing it soon. And obviously out wide on the 10 line, that's a ships out there with no one to deal with. So my thinking here was to anticipate the Scharnhorst. If he pushes, deal with him, but it looks like he's turning around, so he's probably not going to be too much of an issue. So my thinking now is I probably need to anticipate the push down the 10 line. So the Ishmael, the Akazuki, the Gate, and the D7. Because those combinations is not great. I mean, the 2Ds for a start, I'm not going to be good against. So it's the BB and the cruiser that I really want to deal with if I can. And on the other flank, they're kind of pushing. Ishmael going against the Agile alone, not a great idea. But it looks like the French cruiser against the island is in a great position. Might be giving up a bit of broadside there, but it's again, if you look at the push down for 10 line, that's danger. That is danger. Everywhere else is okay. The main threat is, let's say, east. So what we want is, if they keep pushing, we want torps into the path line, so that if they keep sailing down south, they'll sail into them. If we can push them in towards the island, it restricts their ability to. There we go. The French cruiser got taken out by Victor. Good work there. But yeah, so we can push them into the islands.
Enemy battleship detected.
Restricts where they can go and what they can do. So coming around this corner, I should be able to exchange fire and my shots actually here. But I want to entice him into staying online so that he talks to me. Unfortunately, they don't land. So now, the main concern is the two things are unspotted. The battleship is not a problem. The cruiser, if it comes around the corner, it's going to and my left flank is fine. So it's just keeping enough so that we can get rid of him without getting torped by these DDs. I suspect there's going to be torps coming, so I'm not overcommitting in a particular direction. I'll just slowly turning to keep my ship angled against the shots from the Ishmael, which is the main threat.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Here come the torps, as expected, so I want to try.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
As few as possible.
Torpedoes to port.
Take the back, it does fly, which is
Destroyer detected.
shots out. Again, just keeping the pressure up.
Problem solved, sir.
Angling my ship so I can take the brunt of shots and keep him focused on me so that other ships can do damage. So that's good. Now, because the DDs, I'm now looking to protect myself from torpedo shots. So I'm going to be looking to push into this island. So if our DD wants to torp me, he has to get further and further out towards me and get closer and closer to support from other ships. So here he's having to push out a lot to get an angle on me, and it causes him to push too far. And now I can go into this island.
Torpedoes, dead
Should
ahead.
be good for, there you go, torpedoes.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I'm gonna miss
Torpedoes,
them.
dead ahead.
Big enough angle. So now this cruiser, what's it called? Provincian, how do you say that? It's in a tough position. The main threat we've got now is still the gate, so I'm thinking, well, the Ishmael's going to push, but Leon is coming in, so I'm going to reverse, turn my guns, and if that Leon keeps pushing, he's going to be giving me broadsides
Torpedoes,
on.
direct front.
Hopefully do some damage. Again, torps, again.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Because my angling, if they had got this far, I would take one, probably. Leon's giving me broadside shots out. He should be focused elsewhere, so hopefully I can salvage much damage. 16, good hit. And we've got a Scharnhorst pushing as well, so these two ships are giving me broadside. So I'm now turning, because they're probably not going to be focused on me yet, so I should have a bit of time to turn. So I'm looking for broadside on both of them. And Leon gets hit from Victor, which is nice. He's caught between these. Again, now I don't need to worry too much about that cruiser. Ishmael should take him out. So he's now me on one side, Victor on the other. We should be able to get good shots wherever he goes. So now I'm thinking here, my guns are on the right hand side, so I'm just going to overturn because I think that cruiser is going to try and chase me after the Ishmael, because I think Ishmael, well, I was thinking that Ishmael's probably going to die. So if I keep turning, I can deal with this cruiser as he pops out, and fortunately he was able to capitalise on pushing, so
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Not trying to fight against the stream. I was turning, my guns are on that side, so continue turning so my guns come around quicker and deal with him. Now I can turn back again and I don't have to wait for the slow gun turrets, I just keep turning and keep the guns on that side. So the idea here now is I'm a bit worried about the Shinomi coming around the top of the North Island, so I want to turn and get the island between me and the potential location of the enemy DD, and I want to try and keep shooting at the Scharnhorst. Now the B cap is being flipped, so I suspect that will be the sub, because the Veneto can't be any time. It could be the Shinomi, but I doubt he's come south. So I'm using HE because at this range I might if burning him down is probably going to be the best way of dealing with him at this range. He's just too far away for guns in the ship at the moment, but you know, we do what we can. And he's angling well against me, and he's now side to Victor. Someone says in the chat, head for C-Cap, which is, yeah, that's definitely on my radar. I need to keep the pressure up on the Sharnor so that he's thinking about not just me and well, so he's not thinking about just Victor, he's actually having to think about me as well, which will adjust his thinking in terms of positioning of his ship. Because now I've got to nose in against Victor, which gives me a bit of broadside. So yeah, I managed to get reasonably good 2 shots on him. And oh, it was a Shinomi actually. So Victor does really well there against the Shinomi. Takes him out. That was a good hit. And now the Veneto is coming in. That's a tier above. That's the top tier enemy BB. And I want to change to AP, but I've got HE loaded, so I'm going to take a shot. And then the sub comes out. So just in case, let's have a drop. Shoot the guns. Now change to AP. Now I want to turn into the C-Cap. He's just fired, so I should have enough time to get islands in between. Now if the sub is spotting me, that could be a problem. We'll see. I am still spotted. Now he's going to be turning, so I need to anticipate this. And he goes unspotted, unfortunately. So I know the sub is still out there, so he's still turning. So shots out into the cap. So
that was a great battle.
I managed to get a really good hit on there at the island, actually. Now my worry here is the sub is continually spotting me, which puts the enemy Veneto at a big advantage. And of course the other problem is, where's the Gade? But I can't really deal with that at the moment. So at the moment my main concern here is the Veneto and the sub. The sub's smart. Just keep spotting me, and Venito can then ambush me. So I start turning in anticipation. Sub.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Now the gate comes out, so I'm in a freeway. I'm not in a good position. So the problem I've got here, I've got my hands. Unfortunately, the gate smokes up, makes a big mistake. I'm expecting torps, but I need to get the island between me and him. Because he can't spot me and he can't use torps. Now the Finito comes out and fortunately for me smokes up. So good. They both smoked up, they're both not able to spot me. So I've got the island now between me and the DD. The sub now I know can't spot me, so what is the Benito going to do? He's going to go inside or outside? He's coming inside, so he's coming towards me. So when he spots me, if he spots me, he'll have my broadside. So at this point, I was expecting the Gade to pull out. The Gade doesn't. It stays in the smoke, which is amazing. Gives me a chance to shoot. Shots away, have a big hit. And I managed to
Battleship foundered.
death strike him as he comes out of the smoke. Wasn't expecting that. Got a bit lucky, to be honest.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Here come the torps, a bit late. That DD really messed up. I do take a hit, but you know, now this is going cat and mouse. I can't rechange my shells. I'm going to have to remain. Oh, by the way, and the scores are back.
Problem solved, sir.
I think so. So yeah.
Our victory
now
is in sight.
I'm waiting for the Gade to pop his nose out. So I've probably only got one shot, which is why I'm not reloaded, just in case, because I was expecting him to rush out. He doesn't for whatever reason. I guess he's going to wait until his torps have restocked, but you know, it's one of those things. He probably couldn't take me out with guns, sure, but I guess he had no option. But he puts up hydro, so he knows where I am, and I'm just keeping my guns kind of middle of the island, so whichever side he pops out, I might get a chance to shoot at him. Reversing. And I mean, one thing he'd be do is sailing directly away from me, so he gets outside the spot and then turns. But hydro's still up, so he's not doing that. And we win on points. But a good game. There comes the DD. Shots away. Might have done a bit of damage, but not in time. But yeah, good score. Lots of flags. And between me and Victor, we did pretty good. That was a good game. So yeah, what did Victor get? Victor got, yeah, High Caliber, Dreadnought, Dev Strike, and the 3 that I got as well. High Caliber, Dev Strike. So yeah, he got Dreadnought, and what did I get? Confederate. Yeah, so he got Dreadnought, I got Confederate. But all in all, between the two of us, not bad. Seeing as we were mid-tier, although there were only a few tier 8s. Yeah, so all in all, not too bad. The shot of the game obviously was the Finito for me, and probably Shinomi's sinking by Victor won that side of the match. So all in all, pretty good.